Hello, hello. Hi, magical people. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it is good to be here. Had some struggles getting on today, but such is the way of it, I tell you. Well earned, well earned coming back and being here. So, really grateful. I wanted to share that you are tuning in with us here on Beyond Mystic on the Beyond Karma show with myself, Crystal Yardley. And it is such an honor and pleasure to be here. A new year, a new time. And today I wanted to start out by just welcoming you all welcoming you all back. I know there's been a couple shows since we've gotten back, one or two, and it's been a really nice time away. There's been a lot of transition, a lot of cultivation, some beautiful downtime, and my birthday. I am officially a year older, 42, just in case any of you were wondering. I don't mind saying, feel pretty good. And this is always an interesting time of year for me. There's a bit of, I know that there is really a lot of talk coming up right now about, this new year not being the actual new year, our Gregorian calendar that we're working off of right now. And yet it is always a new year for me because I was born on January 1st. So it's a very pivotal time in my life. And every year it shakes me up a little. And so I'm really happy to come on today. And I'd love to have a look to start us out, at what we can do with this precious container of time that we're in right now, from this turning of the Gregorian New Year, January 1st, until we reach that fire horse time, from the wood snake to the fire horse year and the Chinese New Year. And I know there's a lot of other cultures that we could be looking at, but these are big ones that we've been talking about, focusing on. How do we embrace this time right now? How do we come into our highest timeline and take that going forward into what promises, I feel, and what many of us are seeing to be quite the launch into 2026. And I know that Janine, JC, and Astrid have done a deep dive into a lot of this, but I thought that I would come at it from my angle, and with all of you tuning in. Hello, everyone. Greetings, Ricky. Hello, Lupo. Early morn. Hi, hi, hi. Leo. Beautiful. Titanium Health. What a great name. Yep. Happy 2026. You're as young as you feel. Well, I tell you what, that varies from moment to moment and day to day. Sometimes I'm just a little child, and sometimes I'm a real old lady. So, ah, blessings. Hello, my dear. Hello, Alicia and Asa. So nice to see you. And Alicia also celebrated a birthday. Alicia, you and John Dizzle actually have the same birthday on January 31st. So happy birthday to you both. And it looks like Dot Goddess is on the 12th. Well, happy early birthday to you too. Look at us go. Hey, I was believing there will be a divide, but no. I was believing there would be a divide, but now the talk is a shift. Well, I mean, it's all perspective too, right? All perspective as well. So before we get into all of this here, I'm going to, as I do, my dears, burn some Palo Santo, bring us into our hearts. And I'm going to invite us just to take a couple of deep, expansive breaths here and come into our centers. All just breathe together and start to tune in with this collective energy. Start to tune in with calling in our guides, calling in the messages that are meant to come through for us today that are of our highest good. Yeah, yeah. Mm. And just bring that breath to rest in the center of your being, in your heart space, this beautiful power neutral space of love and gratitude. And from that space, we all do a little exploring today, right? I'm going to go ahead and pull up the cards. And let's have a look at what this period over the next month is going to look like. What can we expect here? How do we navigate these energies? And I wonder how these last couple weeks have been for everyone. Did you take some nice downtime, some time away from media or the hustle and bustle of life? Or was this time quite busy for you, family filled? This is a show where we get personal, right? This is a show where we tune in together a little bit, where we have some interaction. So tell me how you're doing. This is also a show where I answer your personal questions. So please go ahead and please go ahead and put any personal questions that you have in the chat. And I would love to pull some cards on them for you and have everybody's collective energy come in and support you or lift you up in any way that is meant to be coming through at this point. This is also at times a good news show, and I had the incredible Early Morn, also known as Dawn, who shared a good news story with me today, and I had it all set up and ready to go, and then my computer shut down and everything kind of disappeared on me. So I'm using mom's computer now, and I didn't have time to reset everything back up before I had to log on. So next week, I have a good news story for you. Okay, my dears. So thank you, Early Morn, for sharing that. It's a great one. I look forward to sharing it with you next week. Alrighty, let's tune in. What do we need to know about this time? And I love getting these perspectives from different people, right? From all of our different guides, from all of our different facilitators that have their views, perspectives, and energies. And it all comes together. It all synthesizes together in such a beautiful way. So. Ah, interesting. So this came up earlier on. Mom and I were doing a live earlier on our channel. This came up for the overall outcome right now at this time. Oh, look at this! How lovely. I mean, sorry, not sorry. Lovely, not lovely. But with every tear down, right, there's a build back up anew. What do I call it? From breakdown to breakthrough is the path to purpose, right? Wow. Oh, yeah. New trajectories indeed. And okay. So, what do we need to know about this transitional time right now? This next 4 to 6 weeks between this calendar new year and the fire horse new year that's coming up. We have it's almost like we're not allowed to really know. There's parts of us that are being mm, where we're questioning ourselves. There's some self-doubt that could really arise. There may be some situations in our lives that feel like it's the last vestiges of our personal and worldly teardown from 2025 that are really coming in and shaking things up right now. And this is a very intentional card from spirit when the tower comes in, right? It's going, oh, no, no, there is a whole new way forward coming. There's a whole new way of thinking that's being born here. There's a whole new consciousness with this Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. There's a whole new intelligence that's being born through some of the deeper stuff that's coming up for us right now, right? And it may have us feeling like we're kind of just in the journey and like we're a bit of our own worst enemy right now. Can we, in that, trust that this is absolute divine timing? Trust that this is exactly where we're supposed to be, and that we have the opportunity here to release some of our old ways of thinking, some of our old patterns, and and two things that we can do there. These two cups that are coming up, right? It's going to give us the opportunity to, I think, honor a part of the role that our inner children play in this time coming forward. I think we're going to be really coming back into our, I want to say, enthusiasm. There's an enthusiasm that's coming forward here that's being born, a playfulness, a lightness, a curiosity, and the opportunity to really kind of get out there into the world and start really interacting with this next generation that's coming forward. I mean, this next generation, these children, these young beings are the way of the future. So we need to be really paying attention to them. We need to be really giving them some, like, passing our wisdom onto them and allowing them to share their wisdom with us. And that is in the greater sphere, but also in the inner child sphere. So that is really beautiful to see. And also coming into that real balance here of the masculine and the feminine. We're going to start, I think, partnering up with people more, not just in relationships, although there's some really beautiful new beginning cards and relationship card here. We're going to start partnering up with, we're stronger in numbers, right? We don't have to go this alone so much anymore. So let's come together, whether it's romantic, friendship, business partnership, like let's start doing things in a more united way. And that's really coming in at this time. So the old structure is crumbling. And and more of a united way forward. Beautiful, beautiful. That's that for the next couple of months here. Mm. That mystic is not the same. Can't support the new programming set to use them. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Building a house on our land. I'm just going in now, y'all, and Oh yeah, you were even getting the crumbling tower card, right? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Breakdown leads to breakthrough, path to purpose. Thank you all for your questions that are coming in. Thank you all for your questions that are coming in. If you write your question, Chris will notice it faster. 4-4A. Yeah, got it. Thanks, early morn. Yeah, agreed. How to get out some of the poisons in our body so we can be the best we can. Now, this is a great point. I don't see it as much here, but definitely anywhere that you can create clear new pathways forward is excellent. And this is a fantastic time of year to cleanse. Mom and I are doing a liver cleanse and a parasite cleanse, and it's definitely a great time to start afresh, start anew. And I mean, they always say that, all the New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. But I also think that it's after we come through the darkest night and the solstice and we really go into that deep hibernation that we want to start to really clear our vessel out to move back into the light. So we have this lighter journey to come back into that lightness, the full aliveness of what happens in the spring, right? In the summer. All right, let's come into some questions here. We'll be building a house on our land in the forest. Go smoothly. Oh, wonderful. That's beautiful to hear. 44 Era, 44. We'll be building a house on our land in the forest. Will it go smoothly? What do you need to know about this home that you're building in the forest? I'm curious, my dear, where is the forest? Where might you be located? Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. Couldn't do it without y'all. Okay, building a house on the land. So we're going to do 3 cards for you. Oh, well, now's the time. Okay, so I think yes to smoothly. I'm going to pull a couple more after this. Near Mount Trumbull. Cool. Okay. It's definitely the time. You may have to really pay attention to the legalities, the logistics of it, and make sure that if there's anything that could come in, dot your I's, across your T's, if there's anything that could come in to cause you issues, that you're really standing in your own power, in the rights of your land, in the rights of the Rembrandt, okay, in the rights of where you are and the type of home that you're building. So a lot about like pay attention to permits and stuff like that. Beautiful. Oh, the land loves it. Yeah, I get that. It's really going to be really building this home in strategizing it so that you're building this home in great communion with the land. It's there's a lot of, I feel like a lot of value to the land that you're on, and really strategize how your home is going to have a reciprocal relationship with the land. So I'm curious as to what kind of home you're going to build. And it feels as though even some offerings to the land, it would be a good plan, so that you really honor the value, you're honoring the value of the land that you're on, so that she can give back to you, so that she can keep you safe, can give you the medicine that you need, and really tune in. There's a great show, The Biggest Little Farm. And I'm not sure if you're on a farmland or anything like that, but throughout the years, they really have a lot of communion and sitting and spending time with the land to work out the kinks, the bugs, the predators, the prey, all of that kind of stuff, are beautiful. Yeah, that's always been the plan. Well, I see you being very blessed in this plan. And it's almost like you really want to get the sort of greater logistics sorted out so that you can really interweave and interact with nature in the building of this home. It looks like it's going to be a very harmonious relationship. Yeah, and bountiful. So making those offerings to the land and really um, creating your kin's domain there. Beautiful. It's definitely a new way forward, right? You've got that page of swords there as well. Thanks for sharing that. Congratulations. We are celebrating you in being able to do that. Please keep us posted on how it goes. Yeah, right? Bless you too. Bless you too. I love saying that to people. It's one of my, oh my gosh, I don't know why I thought I had to share this with you, but bless you, right? I think it's such a beautiful term. And I just started saying it within the last year or so, and maybe even 8 months or whatever. When I first made my move a year and a bit ago back to the island, I noticed that I was saying, I know, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear. I noticed that I was saying for fuck's sakes all the time. And life was giving me all of these circumstances where I would say that. And I was like, I better stop saying this because it's giving me all of these reasons where I'm like, thanks, you know. Um, and so I was trying to rewire it. And somewhere along the way, I started blessing people. I started saying, bless you a lot. And it's now kind of overcome the challenge response. And I've started just blessing life. And that's been pretty transformational. So bless you right back. And I love that phrase. I love it. Okay. Next question here. Mhm. Hello, Adele. Putting my house up for sale soon and moving to the lake. Oh, you guys. The lake, the land, I love it. Any advice for guidance around this? Thank you. Absolutely. Let's have a look, my dear. Mhm. Hey, right? Pam Gregory says how important it is to bless our water. Absolutely. And our food. And our food. I mean, we bless our food every time that we eat. And to just like honor the water, bless the water. Taking that frequency in, right? Taking that frequency in. Okay, let's all tune in. Boop, ba-doop, boop. Let's all tune in with Adele here. It was such a rainy day here today, and then the sun came out right before the show. I'm so happy to see it. You might see it's kind of behind me here, and it's so transformative, right? It brings everything to life. Like, oh, it's all okay. When the sun's shining, everything's good. Maybe not everything, but it's certainly helpful. Mhm. Any guidance around putting your house up for sale soon and moving to the lake? Ooh. All right. Let's see here. Yeah. What is that? Okay. It's almost like, what do I want to say about this? It's almost like, bring this down. You want to kind of get it up within the next 6 weeks and really, it looks like it'll probably be sold within this year. A lot is happening, potentially in the a lot is happening potentially in the world of real estate. I feel that you might feel like a lot is sort of like crashing down around you, but be very clear in your intention. Hold, like, you see, there's kind of like these external forces here that want to come in and disturb everything, like try to uh sabotage. Whether or not this is external forces or your own sabotage patterns, but there's sabotage that's coming in here. But when you look down the center here, we have the Six of Cups, the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords. So um really be clear with what exactly it is that you want, set your intentions, and reach for the greatest possible option, and then allow that to come to you. And don't worry that if it feels like, oh my gosh, everything's gone to hell in a handbasket, like, what are we going to do? We should have done this sooner. No, this is going to happen for you. Your house will sell. Hold that line and really, again, be clear in what you're intending, what you're asking for, and then allow the universe to bring it to you. But get it out there, communicate it, start now. Um, and it'll be certainly sold, I'd say, within the year. Don't wait longer, though. Don't wait longer. A lot is shifting. So you might have, within this next 10 months kind of thing to really make this happen because there's a lot of changes coming down the pipe. Okay. Mm. Yeah, right. Okay. So food is my concern at the moment. John, do you have a question? Let's um let's bring it in as a question. Yeah, early more. John, you keep writing about food, but not specifically what? What is it about food that's concerning you? Let's have a look at it. Why isn't food food? Ah, okay. Not what I was expecting. Tell me, Adele, what you were expecting. Tell me what you were feeling. What have you been intuiting is what you need to be doing? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're most welcome. I am curious though. I am curious as to what your plan. what your plan is. But I'd say get it up, get clear. All right. Ah, you have a collection of turtles. Now, okay, I've talked about my turtle ring a little bit before. This is the ring that you're referring to. Um, I absolutely love turtles for so many reasons. They're one of my spirit animals. And my mama actually had a dream that I was a turtle when she was pregnant with me. And she unzipped me out of her tummy and cared for me and then put me back in. So it is definitely a frequency that I resonate with, the medicine of the turtle and what wisdom they have. hmm hmm We're planning on putting it up by the end of the month and hoping that it sells quickly. Perfect. Yeah, get it up within the next 6 weeks. Love it. Hi to you, ma'am. Happy New Year to you and all others in the line. Cancer would appreciate any new thanks. Darren, I see you. I'm not sure what your question is. Could you try to ask it again and I will come back to you? Be a little bit clearer on what you're asking for, please. Thank you. Mm. Ah, hi, Titanium Health. I had a good holiday season, quiet but a little drama between adult children briefly. Got smoothed out. Good job. Universe decided I need a break, so I'm healing from a very mean sinus head cold. Oh, my dear. Yeah. Sending you healing, sending you healing. And when we get things like that, the big sinus colds, and this is an upgrade, right? So you're upgrading this whole center in between your throat chakra, and especially what's attached to your pineal, because you're clearing that whole center out there. So this is um, a pineal upgrade for you. Well done. Well done. Let's see what comes from that for you. Yeah. Can you do a quick 3-card pull for me if I need to think about selling our house, or will we have the means to stay here? Thanks. Wow, everybody. Houses, houses, houses. Let's do it. Mhm. Yeah, right? I just had a sinus infection for almost a month. It was brutal. And that was my first thought on upgrade. Well done. Okay. Do you need to sell your house or will you have the means to stay there? So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do calm down, Crystal. I'm going to do 2 3-card pulls for you. So I'm going to do a 3-card on if you're going to need to sell your house or if you're going to have the means to stay there. And sometimes just because you have the means doesn't necessarily always mean that you should. But well, let's have a look for you. Brenda. So let's look at selling or staying. Ooh. Okay, well, isn't this curious? Because if we look at it, it actually looks like a better option to sell. And there's something about the home that I feel is a little bit heavy on your health. There's something about the home where you are that's a little bit hard, whether it's because you've had a lot of memories there, maybe there was like a loss that occurred in the home, or if you felt really sort of tired or off recently, it may be because of the space that you're in. So it does look like selling. I mean, the star and the 10 of cups, something even better in way more alignment for you could be around the corner. And that was what I was intuiting. I'm like, "Ooh, yeah, you may have to sell because it's what's better for you." So, um, have to is an interesting part of it, right? It may be something that you might want to do. And it might be, just sort of dipping your toe in the water of considering that. But it looks like staying mm, maybe it might feel like the best option, because it allows you to, it almost is like it allows you to stay like sort of, it's easier or allows you to stay simpler, or you've got your habits and your routines kind of brought in there. You've had a lot of experiences in that home. And it does seem like it's taking you, it would be the right path in the right direction, but it also feels as though this selling and going for something even more in alignment for who you are becoming now in this new year going forward, um, that may be your better option. I would say probably think about it for the next 4 to 6 weeks and consider just sort of having a look at what selling would look like. Mm, but again, if you've been feeling low energy or sort of heavy, it could be because of your location or the home, whatever energies are there. Not to say that that can't be shifted, but it does look like there's greater opportunity on the horizon if you were to consider a bigger shift. Hopefully that helps, Brenda. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here and have a look at where I'm missing a couple of things. Right. Readings from the hand. Okay. Mhm. All right, let's have a look at. Hi, Logan. Logan. I had an eagle fly over so close I could see its eyes. A bit later, I had 3 eagles outside perching on an old oak tree. They stayed for several hours. Did they have a message? Let's have a look. Logan, you have a lot of animals visit you from what I remember. We've had a look at some animal visits for you before, so that's really beautiful. You seem to have a real kindred connection with the animal kingdom. That's beautiful to see. Mhm. So, what are these eagles trying to communicate with you? Okay, so I'm going to pull a few cards here, and I am hearing that we need. No, okay. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to switch it up. It's asking, I'm being told I meant to pull from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck for you. So something a little different. If it doesn't give us the answer that we're looking for, then maybe we'll go back to the cards. But I'm hearing there's something a little more deeper and mystical that we're needing to have a look at here in terms of the animals speaking to you. So let's see what these oracle cards say. And then at the end, I'm going to do as I do and pull one of these cards for the collective, for our tribe, right now. Okay. Now, Logan, please remind me of your name again. I know that Andrea. Please remind me of your name again. I know that it's not Logan, from what I remember. Okay, what do you need to know? These eagles coming and sharing time and space with you. Angela. Oh, I was so close. I said Andrea. Angela. Yes, thank you very much, Angela. All right, let's have a look. Make plans and focus. Okay. Does this resonate? Let's have a look at Shield Maiden. Where are we? Have a plan or a strategy in place before moving forward. Taking some time to assess what your next steps will be. All great warriors have a plan. You are a sensitive being, and if you are not prepared for the tasks you are taking on, you could end up feeling exposed and helpless. The ancestor guidance that is coming to you now is a reminder that you have a warrior's heart and that you have it within you to be more prepared and focused than you've been recently. So have a strategy in place and then let your guides support you as you move forward. Now, this really reminds me of eagle medicine in general, right? The plan is that it's asking you, eagle medicine asks you to take this big sort of like overview, expansive look at things and really consider your whole sort of reality with that strength, that warrior power coming through. So there you go. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Does this resonate for you? Thank you so much, Crystal. I've lived here 11 years plus, did renos, lost hubby, son and girlfriend lives in with renter coming and going, maybe a small apartment for me, house to give our 3 children. Yes, nailed it. Nailed it. Beautiful. Yeah, right. Lost hubby. Like that's what I was seeing. It just is, there's something that is lighter and it's like the home could still be, you're going to figure it out, but there's a shift coming for you. And it's like you're able to really step into your light, your creativity, and to really shine in this. And it's going to be the best outcome for your whole family. So that's so beautiful to see. Will those angels and oracle cards show me what my spirit animal is? That would be more of the sort of animal medicine or spirit animal cards. But I'm happy to pull an angels and ancestor card for you, Murdoch. It's so nice to see you. And we'll bring it in as a question. Going to come back to my questions here. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy that it resonated for you. And, it's always easy, not easy, right? To hear, okay, get it together. It's your time. Start making plans. All right. Next question. Yes, this debate about food. Food. So, John, let's look at let's look at the whole food energy. Found out I'm allergic. GMO has taken over the corn market. I get itchy. I get itchy too. So frustrating. All the cleansing is helping though. Okay, so we're going to pull a few cards on what we need to know about food. I mean, this is a topic, is it not? right? Big time, big time. But let's see here, especially for you, John. What do you need to know about these food sensitivities? Let's have a look at that. What do you need to know about your food sensitivities? What's causing it? How do you navigate through it? How do you come through the other end of this in the world where we're so inundated with toxicity in our food, in our air, in our water, in our energy? What do you need to know about your food sensitivities? Mm. So, for one, this has needed to be to bring you into a place of, it's almost like reinvention. And you kind of feel pretty, that kind of like hopelessness, or kind of just like really laid bare from the battle of really like having to think about this all of the time, and it clearly keeps coming up for you, right? um there's something in it where it's inviting you into your own sovereign uh interaction with food, with nutrients, with um, there's something that's on its way in terms of a possibility, a solution, a new way forward. So let's look at that, because this has actually forced you into becoming more empowered in yourself and into making more empowered choices. Whoa. The sensitivities that you have is your karmic body. And something happened at age 6. Have a look at that. Something you ate, something that occurred when you were around that age, around age 6, that was a part of your um, what you needed to carry in terms of your relation to food in this lifetime. And now you're going to be really making some different choices around it going forward. And, like we were talking about earlier in our live on our channel, um, we're starting to really sort of bring the food growing in our homes, in greenhouses, in away from what's going on in the skies, away from anybody else producing it. And we eat less because the food is so well cultivated. So, mhm. Ah, fish ate an eel that had a nickel in it. Confused about that, but okay. Yeah, it's scary to know what is safe to eat these days. Exactly, right? So we're actually being invited to. Okay, so you ate fish at age 6 that had nickel in it? Is this what you're saying? Hmm, right. Very interesting. Very interesting. I was watching, I mean, I speak to Capricorns, and I was watching um, Meg's forecast for the year for all the signs. And she was really talking to and channeling how Capricorns learn through challenge in our lives, in our beings. I mean, all humans do. The Capricorns are extra all about the challenge, climbing that mountain, right? And so it seems as though this path has led you to need to become very aware of how you interact with food. It's probably for your greatest good, and I say it because I go through the same thing, my friend. The same thing. Uh, Angela. What's intriguing is that in a past Reiki session, I had visions of raptors. I now have eagles and red-tailed hawks outside daily. Interesting. Heavy metal detox may help. Mhm. That's what I'm going through. Okay. Awesome. Let's take a couple more here. Murdoch, let's pull a card for you, my friend. You might get a spirit animal out of it, though. There's certainly animals in here. Coming through for Murdoch today. I need to know. Animal, medicine, wisdom. Okay, so a couple of things here. High Priest, intend and create has come through for you. Very beautiful. We've got the hawk that's come in. So this could be part of your spirit animal. Past Egyptian, past life stuff coming through. Let's have a look here. High Priest. Recognize that you have the power to change your life, face your fear, and align with the light. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you now to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. And there have been some setbacks, but accept that these experiences accept that these as experiences that have led you deeper into understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you're being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. Beautiful, beautiful. So a lot of transformation. There's a couple of things here that I can say to that as well. Hawk medicine and working with Metatron, the power of Metatron and the Archangel. Okay. Beautiful. Mhm. All right. Thanks for coming in at the end. So nice to see you. So nice to see you, Tara. Ah, I am a double Capricorn and Aquarius rising, right? I also have an Aquarius rising. I'm a Cappy with Aquarius rising too. I got a Sag moon though, so it keeps me a little wild. Sometimes I distract myself from the climb because I'm like, adventure. Yeah. Well done on the. Perhaps it is a falcon on that card. Thoughts? Is that a falcon? Hey, you guys decide. You're probably right. You're probably right. Okay. Hmm. Let me double check that I'm okay. We got one here. At 5 years old, I went to hospital to have a tonsillectomy. When I woke up, I thought I was put into a room across the hall. My parents said I was in the same room. Did something happen to me? Okay. This time has flown by. I'm going to answer this question and then I'm going to pull a angel and ancestor card for the collective, and then we'll be complete on our show today. What happened to you, my dear? That's kind of wild. At 5. Something happened to you. What happened with this switching of rings? see that anything necessarily happened to you. Um, it might have been more of a dream state. It might have been more of an out of body thing. But it feels as though that particular operation was kind of a sort of like a reset for you. It was almost like it brought in a kind of new path forward, where it might have kind of timeline shifted for you, and that might have been more so like what you felt happening there. So I don't know that it was necessarily like a walk-in or anything like that, because it doesn't feel nefarious or but it could be that it was definitely sort of a bit of a timeline shift for you, and a new part of you emerged from this mm, surgery when you woke up. It's almost like you may have gone sort of into the depths while you were there, and that the part of you that emerged, you might have been seeing it from a different lens than the reality, right? Because you went so deep when you went in. Kind of a crossroads for you, definitely. Like it was definitely, yeah, a bit of a crossroads for you, but I do see that you, like I said, I do see that you emerged a more potent being from all of it. It doesn't look like anything bad happened, but I feel like a part of you may have left, and I don't know. I'm curious if maybe there was like a like close to death experience, which would be crazy for a tonsillectomy at 5 years old. But yeah, very interesting. All right. Wow. Just like that, hey? Time flies when you're hanging out and having fun. Love it. We got some riders on the storm happening here. Mhm. Mhm. I'm sorry that I'm missing out on the last couple of questions that came in there. We're a little bit late to the game. Please come back next week and bring your questions for us. All right, collective. Let's take a breath together. What do we need to know right now? What's coming through for this next week? Who can we be? How can we support each other? How can we be supported? Hmm. Here we are. I love getting this one. Shift your perception. Isn't that beautiful? What a stunning headpiece. Air Guardian. I think it's in the Guardians. Just give me a moment. Here we go. Oh, one moment, please. This has come up for me lately and started to feel something important happened. I think you're not wrong. I think you're not wrong. There was some big major arcana in there. So I'm glad you brought that forward. Continue to dive into it. Ask if maybe there may be something in your dream space that might bring you some answers. Okay. Okay. Change the way you think, and you will change your whole reality. Mm-hmm. Remember that Eight of Swords. We got to shift the way we think, right? This is what we're being invited into. A new consciousness, a new way forward. Yeah. This card represents the angels of the air elements. Traditionally, air is all about thoughts, thinking, and everything that's happening in the mind. So these angels can help you to overcome any thoughts that have come back to haunt you from the past and see the world more clearly. When this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You're being guided to recognize that not all of you that you see is exactly the way that it is. Amen to that, hey? Ain't that the truth? Sometimes the mind can play games, and sometimes our perceptions can be wrong. So if you're being challenged or feel that there's a lack of clarity and direction in your life at the moment, there's a good chance that your way of thinking or what you're focusing on has a lot to do with your reality. Oof. You are being guided to open your eyes and your mind, go beyond any limits you have set for yourself, and recognize that the way you see the world is how you will experience the world. This is a good one. The way that we see the world is how we will experience the world. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only open up for you if you're ready to do the internal work to support them. Oh, more internal work. Okay. No, we're blessed. We're blessed to do the work. We're blessed to do the work. And let's pray that the work that needs to be done presents itself to us, right? Yes, early morn. I was thinking of you too. We're all here in it. We all do it. We all do it, right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate all of you so very much. Bless you too, my friend. See you on Sunday. Okay, you are what you eat, and you are what you think. Yes, indeed. Okay, I'm going to pull this up. And a reminder that you are watching the Beyond Karma Show here on Beyond Mystic. Hey, look at this. Just a reminder here that, wow, you can save 50% through to January 11th on the Past Lives Workshop with Mama and Janine. Mama, Shala. And Janine, what an incredible workshop. I mean, anything that these two do together is absolute magic, right? So, Past Lives Workshop with them, you can save half on part 1 and part 2 with the code PastLives50. What a beautiful offering. Beautiful offering. And I want to remind you that you can go ahead and if you want to dive deeper with me, please go ahead and book either an hour intuitive card reading with me or half an hour if you feel that's all you need. My consultations are up there now. The lovely Astrid has snuck in between where she's in a crystal sandwich here. But yeah, so I do have the hour intuitive readings and the half hour readings available on beyondmystic.net consultations. Okay. You're catching us here today on the YouTube channel as well as on Rumble. And I can see that you're all tuning in from both places. And that's so nice to see. Lastly, I wanted to bring you to our schedule for the week. You're tuning into the last show of today, the Beyond Karma show. Tomorrow, Beyond the Vault with Jean-Claude and Andy. Stoked. Always stoked when those two come together and start chatting, really riffing off each other. Beyond Crystal Code coming up after that at 3 p.m. Eastern Time with Carla and Coco. And then Beyond the News Wednesday night. So exciting times here at Beyond Mystic. So much to offer, so much to tune in with. Hey, yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here. Many New Year blessings to all of you. And May 2026 just be filled with so much magic for us all. I'm so honored that we are in this together, that we are on this journey together. I feel lifted and supported by all of you and blessed truly to be a part of this community. Until next week, have a beautiful week, all.